Good
Boom.
morning. Well, no, wait.
Everyone.
Good evening.
Boom shakalaka.
What time zone are we in?
Why are you so dark over there, Sandy?
I don't know. My lights are all whack. And my hair's all cracked up.
Boom shakalaka.
How are you guys?
It's very dark over there, Sandy.
That's not freaky at all.
He had It's loud too. Yeesh.
You're loud.
Yeesh.
I'm surprised you didn't see Joe do this.
I tell you a story real quick about that. It reminded me years when I was still in Lubbock, right before we left for about at least 2 years that I can recall. The church, we used to go sing at the nursing home, and we would sing all the songs or whatever else, right? Well, there was this one lady who I don't think appreciated us going to sing. So she was one of the older ladies, and she'd always do this. We'd start singing, and she'd always just be looking down. And then we'd sing sometimes, and she'd just be like,
It was slow motion.
it was slow, and then she'd just be like,
You know what, though? At least she didn't tell you to shut it. That
I was
was
gonna say, she
good.
never said anything, but she just took it, and then it was so
Whoa.
funny.
You have a visitor.
Oh, I do.
A visitor coming there.
See, this is Jamie sent us that video about lighting, and so obviously I listened to it, and this is what happened.
No, I'm about to turn it on, baby. Oh,
Oh.
wait, you mute.
It never.
Wait,
We heard the
whoa.
whole thing.
Oh my goodness. He said,
Sorry about that, guys.
mute. Mute.
I don't know why she's trying to creep up back there.
Yeah.
She did that on purpose. She cries like she's like, "Don't put me on camera. Don't take my picture." But then she was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's like, oh, by
she
the way,
was.
here I am. Here I am.
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
Right, here's
Anyway.
model
Fabulous.
status.
She was so funny though. It is so cute, in a way, you know.
Right. In a teenager kind of sort of way.
In a
Oh, I was talking about the old lady still.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I mean, we've moved on from that.
Guess so, I guess
Right,
so.
we're trying to make it happen here. We're trying.
Oh,
to
I got a
make it
few
happen
things to
here.
share, so I guess
Share
I'll go
away,
first. Okay,
girl.
check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
right.
right ahead.
I have been listening to
It's your
lo-fi
show.
music for the last week, so I could actually try to describe it,
Look at my hair.
and I think I can describe it. I don't know why it left
Obsessed.
a
Okay.
certain DJ's vocabulary to explain this for us, but all I could tell you was that
Oh, I should have named it
Notice
Sandy's
that.
hair.
all I could tell you is
Excuse me,
it's
people,
really
I'm so
slow
sorry.
and low, deep music, if that makes sense. So like real, almost bass heavy.
Oh, really?
I'm
Like
sure-
MC Tails music?
Right. So, I mean, seems to be the common denominator to me is it's just very low mellow. You know how ASMR describes it as like feeling it on the back of your head? I don't know if y'all seen that. Anyway, that's what lo-fi seems to be.
I
It's
feel
like,
my hair in the back of my head right
yeah,
now.
me too. But that's what they always describe it as. But all I'm saying, lo-fi music, it's just deep bass, slow music.
Jason
It's really
would like to
relaxing.
know if you think it's baby making
Yeah,
music.
absolutely, baby making music. Absolutely,
Huh.
100%.
Send me the link. I'm interested now. Now I'm intrigued. At first you were just saying lo-fi. I'm like, what?
I
does
know,
that
right?
even mean?
I think that would better accurately describe it.
I think Trey basically just kind of turned it off for us when he kept mentioning it, and so
Right.
we have this like bad picture and bad taste of it, and so we don't even want to.
Well,
Yeah.
I will tell you guys, it is really. I mean, Jason says it better. That's a better description of it.
He's
Okay.
like, oh, then I've heard it.
Yeah. but there's different genres of it, but it still follows the same rules.
What?
Hey,
Oh.
Rod, where have you
Rod was
been?
Oh man, did you see his niece? She's so cute looking.
He is precious.
She
Does
is.
she live in Virginia with Rod? I was just curious.
I don't know. Let us know. But I was like, man, he's got a little cutie niece over there. Look at that. So Ross being a good uncle.
In Waco, right? You're still in Waco, right, Ross?
He's
Rod.
in Virginia. I'm not really sure what y'all are talking about.
Wait,
Not me, him.
I thought he was in Waco still.
That was like 8 years ago, dude.
No, it wasn't, because whenever we went to go get my car, he's like, y'all should have stopped by. And I was like, well, we were at the dealership the whole time.
No, I'm being facetious. I just remember y'all said y'all thought he was in Virginia. All of a sudden,
I
like
could
he's
have
in
swore
Waco.
that see, yeah. Sandy just throwing stuff out there. She just throwing stuff out there.
You know
Just
what
to
I
throw
do.
stuff out there.
You know what I do. What I do
But look,
best.
his niece is in Lubbock though with y'all, so
Oh, okay.
there's that.
Nice.
And she had a birthday, right? Happy birthday to your niece.
happy birthday,
Rodimus.
Ross's niece, Joe. Rodimus, sorry. Joe called you Ross a second ago.
I did.
But now
I just
copied him.
zoomed right over it, and you caught on to it.
You-
Did you notice the promo for today's show?
I didn't see it at all. I was
Okay.
actually taking a
He would
nice
not have
nap
approved.
before.
Actually, I felt like, oh, he didn't see this at all.
Oh, was it catch up again? Is that why?
No.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
Well, because basically we had a snow week down here,
Uh-huh.
and so that's why I was like, hey, you know what? We need to highlight the snow that we actually received, and now it's gone. It's all gone. Like there's no
Vestige left, is
there's
there?
nothing
No.
left of it.
There, like you can't even tell that we had moisture here.
Right, exactly. You know what was crazy though? So I love my vehicle clean, so I went to go get it cleaned, and all the lines in all of the car washes were
All full.
miles long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And everyone's like, conserve water, conserve water. I can't
No.
have a dirty car.
Right.
so
Y'all can conserve water. I'm washing my car.
I had called Sandy. Was it during the week or this weekend, Sandy? I don't remember,
I
but
think it might have been like Friday, maybe. I can't remember.
okay, that makes sense.
I think we've like talked every day, actually.
Yeah. I called her because I was like, "There's fools." I was telling myself, "Why would you go get a car wash in this weather? For us, at least, when we hit,
Right.
the magic number is 30. If you're below 30, don't do anything outside, or mostly don't do anything with water because that's freezing temp below 30." And so I was like, "Man," I was driving up past the car wash, and I was like, "It'd be really silly if some." And then, sure enough, there's 2 cars getting in there to wash their car, and I was like,
They're from Texas, that's why.
"What?"
Right.
I called Sandy. I was like, "What really grinds my gears?"
But then his creative juices went to flow, and he's like, well, what if I invent a heating unit that heats the cars and melts the undercarriage or something?
Yes. And the
wow.
and not just for the ice and stuff, but because you know how you need to let your car kind of warm up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you make your way close to one of these warming stations, you can get the car in there. Oh, and then you can have people like, if you service the homeless, then they can go in there and get warmed up for a little bit too.
Yeah.
They
That's the
can
thing
warm
over
up
here.
their undercarriages. That's very kind of you to think of their undercarriages needing some warming.
Before
Well,
we
and
get too far into it, y'all, if you would go ahead and give us a heart or a thumbs up. Or
And thank you to
a
that one
wow,
heart.
or
Yeah.
something like that,
Sean
and
with
sh-
that Facebook love over
and-
there.
and
Come on,
share
Sean.
it with us. Share it with your friends and family, because
Share it on your timeline.
we only have 2 episodes left.
Right.
It's amazing. You know what?
Yeah,
And I have senioritis right now. I'm total senioritis right now because I'm just like ready to.
Is this same thing as arthritis?
No.
Or is that a different condition?
So senioritis, you got that whenever it was your last year in high school, and you're just like, hey, you didn't really care because you're like, I'm a senior. I don't care about
Hey, Priscilla.
anything. So that's kind of how I feel right now. So like my 2% that I usually give,
It's below.
it's not even, it's close. So I'm looking forward to our break, but at the same time, I'm not looking forward to our break because then I won't have anything to kind of look forward to.
Right. Like I just told Eric, I said, this week is our last week.
Yeah.
And he
Mhm.
said, how are you feeling about it? I said, well, all the time that I'm going to have, I'm probably going to start working out. And everybody starts laughing at me.
That's so sad. I'm sorry, Sandy. Right, Sean? I know. We feel
Look,
you. We feel you.
We'll just leave this up just because we're going to miss this so much.
Right, yeah.
I can really let go of myself.
Yeah, so just like, okay, so we just got a couple more shows. And I'm surprised I put in that much effort for the promo because I was like,
you went way out. I
I have
felt
to go
like
back and look at it.
it's
You-
nice, man.
you're going to love it. I mean, I can't wait to see your reaction.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So, how's the house hunting going, Mr. Pineapples?
Pretty good. Actually, let me rephrase that. So today was the first official day of the house being on the market, and so we had two shows, and that felt good.
Showings, two showings.
Two showings, and so that felt good. There does seem to be someone who's very interested and someone who was not so interested. So,
they were like this. Oh, that's okay. Well, we'll get back to you.
Right. I'd love to have the cameras in there and like listen. Like, ew, did you see?
You're like,
that
part of it is
spread?
like, I need an exit interview for you guys for my show.
Oh, Jamie, you should.
You know what I did do though? On my computer for my screensaver that I made go on extra longer, I put the show. I had different promos of the show bouncing around the screen.
Oh, nice.
So that they would at least be like,
cool.
social distancing show. What's that?
Right. They're like, great, this is nationally syndicated TV. We cannot be here.
Internationally.
Funny that you talk about that.
Look at this, you guys.
What?
Joe, your next name should be Joe's Apartment. It was a movie a long time ago.
That's right.
Why are y'all
started,
taking a break?
Oh, that movie was...
what was his name, Joe?
What?
What was the guy's name?
It was
Started
the
with
guy...
He started
He
in
thinks
Sliders.
you should be Bedtime Joe.
Oh, yeah. Lots of naps coming my way, let me tell
He
you.
was married to Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Look at this. Did you tell him about the shh?
About the...
Why are you putting that up there? You're so quiet.
Priscilla, why are you throwing people
man,
under the
what's
bus?
wrong with you?
Man, some people
Trying
want
to
those.
help me out.
Right, exactly. I remember Joe's Apartment because the roaches talked, didn't they?
Oh my! See,
Well, so it was funny because it originally started out as one of the like commercials or shorts that MTV had, and so you'd see them the little clips in between videos or whatever they had back then, and that's what it was. I remember the one where he brought the girl for the date, and then they were all like, "You can do it!" they were bad little roaches, man. Bad.
Look, Priscilla's like, "Yeah, I'll tell them myself." Yeah.
Oh, it was Jerry O'Connell. That's
Jerry O'Connell. That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the one from. He was
Sliders.
in that and
The
Stand
one
By
where he was
Me.
the
yes,
lawyer.
and Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
He was not in Titanic.
He was one of the third-class citizens. I didn't see him.
He went down really early.
Yeah.
He was in the stormtrooper outfit.
He was the one that he was the backup violin player.
Yes.
Okay, real quick. While we're talking about Titanic, though, I'm not even gonna lie. Those Ted Cruz photos of the baby.
Oh, yeah. I have a child.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's so terrible.
Those have been so good. Look at my hair.
It really has. I'm
I've
sorry.
enjoyed seeing those.
They're ripping into him. So it's
Oh my
just-
god,
it's
he
so
was
crazy.
the late night show hosts were like really.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a good. You know what I mean? They had a good circus with him. So.
Yeah.
Oh my! Look.
Oh wow.
And they're just
John, you're not helping either.
right.
What is
They're
it
not
you
helping
guys got in
resell
front?
that.
Oh, Sandy, it's Joe.
Like more.
Right. Help your friends.
Yeah.
That property value just goes.
And usually it's 3, but he went ahead and tripled your family.
He sure did, didn't he? There was something else this week. I was like, oh, I want to give an update because we had been talking about something. So keep
Did
talking.
your talk get updated?
No, not
Was
yet.
that posted?
I keep messaging them.
Oh,
and they
now
don't-
way to go! You hurt Priscilla's feelings.
Hey, so I learned something today on TikTok, and I wasn't sure if you guys knew it or not.
probably
Man,
did.
TikTok is such
Sandy's-
a time suck. Let me tell you. But
That's why I
I'd
was
get rid of
late.
it.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
but it's so crazy the things that you learn. So this lady or this girl was talking about things that she just found out. And the thing that she learned today was that whenever they're talking about the weather and they say there's a 50% chance of rain, it doesn't mean that there is a 50% chance of rain. It means there's a 100% chance of rain in 50% of the viewing area.
That's a lie. No. That's
You
a
know,
lie.
I wish I could say it the way Sandy does because I need to get a recording of that. So
No,
I'm just
that's just them trying to like be like, That's not what we meant, people.
And that's interesting because
So
I've
there's
always,
a 10%
I've always
chance of
thought
rain.
whenever-
It's going to rain, but only in 10% of the area, of the viewing area.
Oh no.
What's the viewing area?
Look, of whoever's doing it. Let's see, the 50% chance.
Because I always thought
Of-
like the lower the chance was, the more
the higher the chance that it's gonna rain.
actual-
Because anytime it's like it's only 10%.
So, on a day where our forecast calls for 50% chance of rain, it means we expect that 50% or half of our viewing area will see some kind of wet weather.
See, Joe just looked at that TikTok again. No, quit lying.
You know what? He has to backtrack because he's like, okay, I was the definition
Okay.
of a person who believes everything they read on the internet.
All right, shut your faces.
TikTok has a disclosure, Joe. It's like
Shut
don't believe
your-
everything.
Like, Joe, you're not supposed to believe everything you read on the internet, okay?
Look at this.
This is on a news channel. Take this off. Take this off.
Hold on, I got it.
That's the Onion, Joe. Oh my, it's the Onion. Oh,
No,
my.
it is. It's not the onions.
Oh, it's the Babylon Bee. Oh my god.
There's a lot of confusion on what this number represents. So our first alert weather team explains what it actually means.
When did this article come out? April
better be
1st.
careful, 'cause you
Oh
know
my
we
gosh.
get kicked
April.
off.
August
this kind of
23,
stuff now, too.
2019. Why is it raining? It's only a 50% chance of rain. They are never right. Why is it raining? They said a chance of rain. They are never right. Because it means only 50% of the viewing area is going to get rain.
You know, that whole viewing area thing
this-
is
this is
very
what
ambiguous.
This is what happened. So Run for the Hill Roberts, probably
Not really,
our
though.
local here. He probably got so much crap for being wrong all the time that he just like started this rumor. This is all the
Oh,
rumor.
that's a good one, Sandy. You might be right.
That's how that happened.
No, because if you think about it, though, so they have their Doppler radar. So that radar has a certain area that it covers, and so that's where you get viewing area. So
You know what? I'm not going to believe some weird internet thing that Joe's looking at. I'm gonna give me a minute here. I am going
Because
to
right
find-
now, Joe, since you were Googling that, that's all it's feeding you. It's an algorithm.
So the next thing I'm going to get is like a raincoat,
Yes.
umbrellas and raincoats.
You're going to get
on my
like
Amazon.
have you dreamed of being a meteorologist? And go to school online right now.
Go ahead, look it up. I triple dog dare you.
I'm not looking at it.
But you
Look.
just said you were going to.
No, I said I'm not going to believe the internet. Internet Joe. That's nice. Internet Joe. Break
right.
that Joe's hair and put Internet Joe on there.
Right, TikTok
No.
Joe over here.
I'm
Something
telling
like
you,
that. Yeah.
don't hate on my
So
my knowledge that I
tagged
learned today.
someone in our who watched a show recently. She works in weather, so
Oh,
we're
Yeah.
born
let's do
on.
this. Let's
like
do it.
she
Let's-
watches the
So,
storm thing
It's
radars.
basically like
Like a better than
no,
what
no,
was
no,
his
no.
name again, Sandy?
Pete Christie. No, who is it? Ron Roberts.
Ron
Ron
Roberts is
Roberts.
our guy, but it's
That guy used to be my
it's
hero,
like
though.
Pawn Stars. Instead of like just
Excuse
saying
me?
it like Pawn Stars, they always
Oh.
go and get the
I thought he said something
expert.
else.
You had all of his attention there. He's like, "What else did you learn on TikTok?"
Oh, Lacey Rogers is
Lacey
in.
Rogers. Oh my
Lacey-
gosh,
You're
Lacey.
here, Lacey. All right.
Lacey,
here.
I'm going to say something, and I want you to confirm, yay or nay, is this true?
Wait, are you near a computer, Lacey, that has Google Chrome by any chance and a
Right.
webcam?
And
No,
Lacey,
no.
do you have a Venmo for to charge for this device?
So, Lacey, you and I don't know each other, so this is
Right.
just like the magician's trick. We don't know each other. I learned today that when they say that there is a 50% chance of rain, that means that 50% of the viewing area has a possibility of getting wet. So, or precipitation. So you need to confirm or deny because
You don't need to do
obviously-
anything, Lacey.
You don't
Rogers.
need What is his
Look,
name?
she, look, she said, "I don't." I'm so sorry. See, she, right? She doesn't know. Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Lacey. Appreciate you chiming in.
It's like, I ain't got to do nothing but be Mexican and die.
Really?
It's a movie reference, Sandy.
Really?
I know. I was thinking
No,
Richie
that's-
Valens.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Okay, really? Since when have I ever been accurate?
He took it seriously. I was like, really?
Like, what?
Just as serious as that TikTok.
Unbelievable. Okay. All right.
Oh,
All right.
Internet Joe sounding
Come
better by
on,
the
my
minute.
Lacey, you need to come to my rescue here because
Oh no, Lacey, you're gonna go down with him. So
Lacey,
just
come
stay
on,
right where you
help
are.
me out here. Help
Look,
me
I
out.
thought this was Lacey. I'm like, oh, dang. Oh, hold on. We have an answer. It's an incorrect one, but that's fine. Correct. Chances of precip is the area that will get the rain. Okay, so Lacey.
Booyah kabooyah. Thanks, Lacey.
Let's talk about this for a minute. Why don't they tell us that? We're the ones who need to know. Why is this not fully disclosed? Because anytime my mom calls, she's like, do you think it's going to rain? I'm like, Ama, hay 50% chance de que sí va a llover. So I just lied to my mother. I've been lying to my mother this whole time. When it was going to snow this weekend, I'm like, Ama, va a ser 40% que va a caer nieve.
Lacey,
maybe not.
Follow-up question is, how do they assume the area? Is it because of the coverage of the radar that you're talking about? Or how are you guys actually calculating that number?
And we're just gonna sit here.
And we're just gonna sit here.
Lacey, we need you to type faster.
Right? We know that there's a 1.5-minute delay, but we still.
So if you're just joining us and wondering why we're being quiet,
we want the answer now. Is what we're looking for.
Just rewind a little bit.
Right.
Short answer is models. Oh, those darn algorithm things.
Oh, I thought they were talking about people like Gabby or whatever.
Right.
No.
She says we have 4 cast. She corrected. We have 4 cast models.
What happened if you had
Okay, hold
5
on.
cast models?
For us lay people, what are forecast models? What does that even mean?
So they plug in numbers and then they just hit a button.
Wait, did you read that off the internet, Joe?
No, I learned it off TikTok.
He read an article on Facebook.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that. You're not going to steal my thunder.
I mean, let's be serious, everyone. How many times did you read an article on Facebook or TikTok and be like, "Oh, that's for real. That's
no,
true."
That's going to be Joe's segment next
I was
time.
like, that's
what I learned on
What did he learn?
That was shenanigans. And then I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I learned today on TikTok.
Right.
Lacey,
That
we would
should
like
be
to
a
thank
segment.
you for your
We should
time.
do that.
Lacey, thank you so much for coming on here.
I appreciate you coming and helping my brother out.
And then I'm pretty sure he
he did.
Venmoed you, Lacey, but we cannot confirm
yeah,
that
just in case, put your Venmo in there, and maybe Joe will donate something.
Mm-hmm.
for your time.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Then we'll know forevermore after
Exactly.
that we can't trust you 100% because.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
delete that. Take our names off of there.
Joe's
Well, actually, okay,
correct.
hold on. TikTok was correct. You just can read. I mean, you can just watch. I mean, we're not bitter here, right? Jimmy?
Right.
No.
I know y'all
bitterness.
hate it when I send some knowledge your way because you think that I'm sending you false knowledge, but
It's so rare when it
Oh,
happens.
look at this. Oh, Momager has a great donation. She said he'll
What?
donate a smile.
right, exactly. What's your Venmo?
He'll keep,
Right.
that'll keep
This'll
Raven
keep
Black
the
away
lights on
for
for
just
you,
another
Lacey.
day.
Oh, here we go. Lacey is typing it
my
up.
gosh, here we
Oh,
go.
whoa. Okay.
There are 4 models we go by: the NAM, the GSD, the GSD16, and Euro. We average these out and also figure out jet stream and highs and lows, science and poof.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Girl.
what I'm talking about.
See,
Now,
and
if you
stay in
can
school,
elaborate
kid.
what NAM,
Right.
GSD, and all that is.
So NAM is Vietnam, GSD is German Shepherd Dog, and
Oh my
then
God.
German Shepherd Dog 16, and Euros for Europeans. Thank you, Lacey, for
Thank you.
telling
That is awesome, Sandy.
I learned that
Wow.
on TikTok.
She did good. You,
What did I learn on TikTok?
Yes. Okay. Write that down, Jamie. Put that in your notes, producer.
We're gonna put that in the
can you do it? Actually, I lost Discord too.
oh I
Oh,
gotta
my.
open up my Discord.
Yeah, I had to restore my computer to factory resets yesterday, and it was.
Oh, it says, hi guys, sorry I'm late. I was on the phone. I'll have to watch the replay. Well, just like
Oh.
for now, and then from 1 to 25.
Just
So
it's fine.
now that
Joanne.
Joanne's here, we can have a good discussion about this. I think a
Okay,
little bit,
let's do
since
this.
Sandy
Lacey, I
has it.
love you, Lacey.
I love
we're
you
already
too.
put
Oh, wait.
phone to sleep
Come on,
already.
girl. Wait, was that Z's or Barb?
Yawnings. He's yawning.
Oh.
He's bored.
Perdona, mijo. Excuse me. Listen. So Joanne got to ask me this question earlier, and she was saying she was thinking about investing in an air fryer, and so she had asked me. She goes, "Do you have any advice on this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is a good one." So maybe what we can do is just real quick talk about the different air fryers we have on the show. I'll talk about mine, and then Joe will say his. So, Joanne,
I have an air fryer.
Sandy does too.
Wow.
Well,
but the assistant uses it more than her, I'm sure.
But I know I watch him.
I'm gonna let you have a spot too. So I'll say first, then you go, and then you go.
Okay.
I sure did.
So
let's do it.
I like my air fryer because it's more
one
of those egg-shaped fryers that has a little cavity where you pull out the container, you put everything in there, and then you put it back in there. And it goes like 400 degrees. It's an 8-quart, where traditionally you see a lot of the normal ones like it's 6 quarts.
All the peasants use the 6-quart ones.
Huh?
all the peasants.
So my wife, she got us the Chefman, and that was from Best Buy, and so that one's obviously it's the extra large one. But man, that thing, French fries, steaks, fish, and all the frozen treats you've ever wanted, like the little Totino pizza rolls, fried cheese, all this stuff can go in there, and it works awesome. So, and no oil on most of that stuff you have to add. So, but I like it because you can just throw everything in the cavity and put it in there. You have to take it out though and shake it up and put it back in.
Shake it up. Shake it up.
That's that one. Remember that time I told you my kid said to everyone at the haircut place, "Oh, Daddy, this is your favorite song." He was little 6 years old, and I was like, "What?" I've
never even heard that song. I don't even know what they're talking about.
I was like, what is she doing it for?
And he moves like this whenever.
Yeah, Dad, dance like you usually do. Dad, that dance you do.
Oh gosh, it literally was so busy that morning. All right, Joe, you go now.
Okay, so I have the Instant Vortex Instapot or Insta air fryer. It's the same people that make the Instapot. So you have the cool thing that I like about it. Mine's got the glass front, so it opens like a traditional oven, basically. And then it's got 3 or 4 shelving areas with a drip pan down below. And so you can actually open it and then put your stuff in there. And I've been actually, because I'm super lazy, I've been covering my drip pan with aluminum foil, so I don't have to worry about it.
That's not lazy though. That's you working smarter, not harder.
True.
But does it get
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
So
no, I don't know.
The things that I have cooked in mine, I've done some salmon, I've done drumsticks, chicken drumsticks, pizza rolls, French fries. I just did. What else did I just do?
You did a whole chicken.
You did a rotisserie.
I did a rotisserie chicken, yeah, because mine actually comes with a spit and it allows it to rotate. And then also, mine has a basket too. That if I wanted to put something in it, I could have that too.
And it was so crazy. Real quick, hold on. So I told Joe, I was like, "Hey, I'm on my way." And when I rang the doorbell, I could smell the rotisserie, but they wouldn't open the door. It was really
oh.
I was like, open. You remember that old Mervyn's commercial?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm sorry, we're under quarantine. You're not allowed to come in.
They were just out. It was so weird. They were just out buying the chicken.
Right. And you know what stinks about that? So that chicken was a little fryer chicken. So it was small. And of course, my daughter brought her boyfriend along too. So I was like, oh, so it just kept getting smaller and smaller.
You're like, are you hungry? You don't look hungry.
So I made roasted potatoes and corn to kind of help spread the wealth or whatever. Well, they ate. And then I've come to find out they actually went to go eat sushi because they were still hungry. Like, these little... Y'all didn't have to come. Y'all should have just stayed so I would have had more chicken.
And it's not like Dad likes to eat sushi. So
not like he can.
I can,
He'll
but
blow.
I mean, he could. He gets his EpiPen. So Dolores mentioned, excuse me, or first Sean said that he has 2 of them. I'm like,
Dang.
whoa. So he
He's
beat
like,
all
get
of us,
away
I
from me,
guess.
we
peasant.
missed Will Davidson's
Yeah,
first.
Will.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
so-
in a minute. Let me get to this first. So Dolores said she reheats pizza and French fries in there, and she's right about that. So I've reheated from 2 different fast food places, including the place that's trying to be like McDowell's. And let me tell you, the fries came out really good. So I was like, wow. But
McDunphy's?
yeah, so those soggy, ugly ones, when you throw them in the air fryer, they come out really good.
Oh, interesting.
Anyhow, I will get to Will's in a minute, Joe. I wanted ours to finish the air
'cause
fryers that we have
I
first.
haven't reheated anything. I need to try that because I hate
Oh,
soggy.
but
Like
be
reheating
careful.
French fries in the microwave is just terrible.
It's so nasty. But
Yeah.
I've
I hear
reheated
printer.
pizza.
Yes.
I've reheated a pizza, and you got to be careful. And the same thing with the calzone, like it won't do it properly. So, maybe you just have to do it at a lower temp. But anyway, Sandy, what about you? What do you have?
Okay, so I'm right over there with Will. I have the Ninja Foodie, and I've only ever used it to make beans, but it's an Instapot pressure cooker. And what are we talking about? What was the other one?
Air fryer.
Air fryer. And so
Okay.
today we made ribs in it, and then we air fried them to crisp them up a little bit. And I say we because I assist my husband in telling him what to do.
That's a good idea. Oh,
Mine
so
says
how
it can dehydrate.
we'll ask
too.
yours, Sandy, but how
And
does
it
yours
can
load?
So mine is the little round, looks like a little trash bucket. You do this number, and then it has the little chingadera to put in there.
Chingamareda. So Grandma said was
Really
every-
good at
You know,
explaining. And it's
Joanne
an
used to
eight-quart.
say that all the time. It reminds me so much of Joanne whenever you just said that.
So,
Because we were trying to
little
tell her
racket.
like technical stuff and things that we need to put on an invoice. He's like, "This chingamalena," and I was like, "What?"
Those are the good days, right?
No.
Anyhow, you just made me think of something. I'll come back to that in a minute. How does yours load, Joe?
How does my what?
he said his was like an oven with
Mine
3
opens like
tiers.
an oven.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thanks for paying attention because I even use my hands to.
And Jamie's does this number, which we've had one of those too. I can
Yeah,
see you put it's like a pitcher almost, right?
Yes, yeah. Oh, it slits in it.
Mine says that it'll dehydrate, and
Ooh,
so I want to try that.
yeah.
And then it's got the air fry, rotisserie, and then it's got the there's another one. What's the one where you put in the oven and it's really hot?
A convection
Broil.
oven, broiler,
Broiler. It'll broil. Yes.
That's what it said.
broiler alert.
So, Will had said, he had said the Ninja Foodie is awesome.
And that's the one we have.
And I think
Ninja
mine
Food.
is 10 quarts.
Oh,
Supposedly I can fit in a
I'm the peasant.
4-pound chicken.
a
Wow.
4-pound chicken.
And I
Would you
watched
put in there a
somebody-
2-pounder?
I think so. And I
It
watched
looks
somebody
huge,
actually.
Joe.
I know I did. that was
was like-
all camera angles.
I'm like, you should be a fisherman photographer. They would love you.
Exactly. Oh. Yes, that's why we ate 3 times in 5 hours. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
was supposed to get. Oh, what was crazy though is because the producer wanted me to make some caldo, and I was like, ugh. So she sent me a YouTube video with a recipe, and so I went ahead and got all the veggies and stuff like that. Got the chicken. And then, I posted my video. What am I making? And of course, I forgot that I live in Texas, where everybody makes it. So I think as soon as I got to the chicken legs, oh, that's caldo.
Right. We knew what you were doing.
Yeah. So
So-
Well, it was either going to be caldo or a Thanksgiving dressing.
yeah, exactly. So I ended up chopped it all up, put it all. It's really easy to make actually. So, and then Chris wasn't home. The producer wasn't home, and I was like, hey. Y'all need to get home because it's almost done. And then I was like, the Jet and I want McDonald's. I was like, there's like way too many veggies for me. I'm so anti-vegetable. And, I saw the cabbage in there, and it's
Oh, it's so good. And then you just sprinkle some limon up in there. And a tortilla.
Oh my gosh, stop. Man, that sounds good now.
Yeah,
It sounded really good, like when the temperatures were super cold
0.
last week. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and they liked it. So the producer and Kiki, they liked it, and then Blana had some too. So, but yeah,
But she didn't say she liked it.
No, she did say she liked it.
Well, she just said Belana had some. You didn't say Belana liked it.
She liked it.
John said, I bought a convection oven as a backup since I had a goofy oven, but it doesn't have a rotisserie spit, and that's cool. Air fryer and Instant Pot is up in the air for me.
Just buy a combo.
I think you should get what like Sandy and Will have is the foodie, the
because I got rid of
foodie.
my crock pot.
Does yours come with an app? Because mine, the Instapot, comes with an app.
Mine
so
doesn't.
You can look up recipes.
Ours came with a book, an old-fashioned book.
What is that?
You can make your beans in 17 minutes.
Girl, I do the same thing, but I'll take the cans of red beans and rinse those off, and then I'll throw those in the Instapot, and 15 minutes, I just smash them, and we got.
No, I'm talking about from raw to
like no, yeah. But I like the cans because I don't have to. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They're both the same, to be honest now. But what I'm saying is, anything you put in that Instapot, though, Joanne, it's going to cook fast and good. You can take a frozen piece of chicken and get it done in about 5 to 10 minutes, less than 10.
Of course, Joe had to outdo Mr. Bougie. Sean said no, thank you. And then Will says the foodie has an app also.
Oh,
and he just doesn't use it right now.
Yeah, I don't use any of it.
Does the assistant have?
Will doesn't. Will hasn't been here
does.
long enough to realize that if it's 3 or more ingredients, Sandy doesn't like it. Okay.
Right. Oh, I meant to send you a screenshot. Apparently, 2 years ago, I was okay with 4. But I guess the older that I've gotten, I'm like 3.
The less
the numbers got.
The numbers
and you know what? We have to go back and watch it because I wonder if you started off with 4 ingredients and then throughout the show you've worked down to 3 ingredients.
I don't know,
but
I just saw that. I was like, wow. And I was complaining about the recipes.
You have to. So here's the thing: is if you get an Instapot, Joanne, all you have to do is get the different inserts, and then you can swap the insert out so that you can make your frijoles and then your arroz and rice. 3 minutes.
Yeah,
it
and
makes your rice
I think
fluffy.
has a rice. Will it doesn't have like a rice setting as well.
Most of them do, but rice is a whole different game in an Instapot than it ever was on the stove, and it's way better in my opinion. We make rice a ton over here because after we eat the rice for whatever Asian meal I've made, then the girls, they like to take the leftover rice and turn it into what is it, Sandy? Arroz con leche.
Arroz con leche.
Yeah, and they'll just they're like, make sure you don't eat enough rice because we want it for arroz con leche. And it's like,
I love that they like arroz con leche. That's funny.
I do too. It's a tequila thing, to be honest. Dr. Pineapples is the one who used to make it. So my grandma, when she was alive, she would make it special for tequila, all the holiday and everything else. And so tequila got spoiled, and she taught her how to make it.
Non-Spanish-speaking people, arroz con leche is
rice with milk.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us. We're like, yes.
No, because y'all wouldn't believe me. Nobody would believe me. You know, I didn't know it on TikTok.
Yeah. No, you just take the white rice and you pour some milk in there, some cinnamon, sugar, let that sit for a bit, and you eat it, and it's sweet rice.
Will says, I'm waiting to hear Joe say, Vienna sausage.
It's Vienna sausage, y'all. I don't understand why that's weird.
Yeah, Will.
Oh, hey, Will, tell us how you're doing real quick in the comments. So, you guys, I think Will lives in North Dakota, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they're used to that cold.
Yeah, and so they, he was like, when we were talking, even for us, when I've talked about being in a few feet of snow, he's like, well, we're in the double digits feet of snow. So how are you guys doing up there, man? Let us know in the comments, okay?
Let me message the producer and see how much longer this document is going to keep printing.
I know, because that Okie data is going for days over there. I bet it's 90 pages.
Oh gosh, it's like when I go downstairs at work. Look, so here's this thing. I didn't know how to do this little trick on the FedEx software at my job, and if you don't uncheck this little specific box, when you go to coalesce the data, it ends up printing like all 200 locations, FedEx, those little peely things you put on the boxes.
Labels.
And I'm like, labels. And I was like, oh my gosh, will you please stop? And I'm like taking the tray out and taking all the paper out and being like, clear the spool, doing all this stuff. But I have done it so many times that I'm like, I'm so embarrassed to go down there and even try it anymore. So I'm like,
He's just like, never mind.
You should call IT to help you.
Oh,
with
you're the FedEx label printer guy, huh? That's you.
that's me. Actually, I think it's me and all of my peers in the IT department, because I've at least seen several stacks before I get there sometimes, and I'll be like, one of y'all are up down here too and doing this too, so I know it wasn't just me.
She's not answering. I guess it's
Oh.
going to keep printing for the rest.
Oh, yeah,
So-
90 pages.
You might want to put us on mute and just yell at her real
I'll
loud.
Tell you.
What was something else I wanted to say? What else you got, Sandy? Joe?
Well, Will says we've had the most mild winter up here. We usually get over.
200 inches.
200.
Okay, so I was like, did he mean 20 of snow? And temps range between -20 and -60 degrees for 5 to 6 months. Oh my!
Range between -20 and -60.
Dude.
He said it's been a fantastic winter.
It's because they
Texan
blew it all
ever.
down to Texas. They were like, here, why don't you take some of that for a little bit? We're going to take it easy up here, okay?
That is terrible. Terrible.
It is terrible.
So I was going to tell y'all, I went to the dentist. I had a dentist appointment Thursday. It's like the first time I actually drove into town. And because everybody had cancellations and this was a new dentist. Anyway, so I get into the room and she's like, before I clean your teeth, would you like to tell me what you wanted to, what do you want to watch on Netflix? What do y'all think I picked?
I can't even begin to answer that. But, hold on. The one from Robert Stack's back in the day.
No, it was Forensic Files. I didn't want her to have to dig through everything. So she put it on Forensic Files. So she's over there cleaning my teeth and asking me all sorts of questions. She's like, oh my gosh, I've seen this one. She said and so then I started telling her, that I did a show about stuff like that. And she was like, that's interesting. I'm like, do you even want to know the way that she said it? So I was just kind of like, okay, I won't tell her.
You're sus now, you know that, right?
Yeah. She was like,
So you do a show over true crime.
right.
So get this. I actually messaged Sandy today and I was like, Sandy, you got to do an episode on this one. I won't tell any of the details on it, but this was one where it was brutal, but then the guy does the stupidest thing in the world.
And you're like applauding him. Good answer.
You're like, right on, man. Right on. And then
you got to celebrate
I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to ruin it, but just know I was actually excited about this one. I was like, Sandy, we got to cover this on one of the episodes.
Well, when you told me, I was just kind of like, this is really not your cup of tea. Are you sure? That's
only because it's kind of what I said earlier. The guy's hubris is God level. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Like,
here, when he sent me that, I was like, hey Siri, what is hubris?
He's so full of himself. He doesn't think he's gonna get like very cocky. Like, you know what I mean? And so it's a divine retribution or instant karma. This is what it is. And so it's like, yes, he absolutely okay. So that was part of the reason. And there's a few more in there, but I wouldn't mind covering this one. It interests me.
And then you sent me another one. I can't remember. Did you send me another one?
Oh yeah, that one was the guy who, like, he just picked her just because, like, she just got off the bus and he was like
this guy. This is what always like freaked me out. Like when we were at the very back of the bus, and then there's people back there. Well, this guy was just that. He was back behind the bus and just spotted her. Said, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna take her family out, and then I'm gonna take her." And he did just that. Just because
he did. Yep.
I'm just shocking to me. People are crazy.
Okay, so I was yelling. My apologies. I was yelling at the producer, thinking it was.
Nope.
There's a producer. She was the one that printed.
Was that the producer, or is
that's
the child?
That's the jet. But it ends up that it's my oldest that is printing, and so I will have to. I was yelling at her about that.
Right. My apologies.
Does she not know that you have a show that's from 9 to 10, or it's one of those things that just it leaves them? That leaves them.
Okay, so we've got some comments going on here.
Go for it, Sandy.
So Will says the lowest it's gotten is negative 47 degrees, which I think -1 and negative 47 are probably about the same. And then
Will, I've been there 1 year. 1 year so far while I've been up here. We've had negative 50 degrees, and oh my gosh. So yeah.
And so Lacey says, thank La Nina, Will. And Will says, Lacey, LOL. And then we are equipped
Lacey,
for
Will,
it
and I
up
went
here.
to school together.
You guys are not.
We are definitely
Right.
snot.
Yeah. So she said, I'm in Tulsa and we got 14 inches. Tulsa gets average 3 to -5 winter. The last time Tulsa saw snow like this was 2011. Go
I think
figure. It
that's
was my
3 to
first
5
winter here.
inches there.
Why
So
What did I
you
say?
correcting
Feet?
her?
3 to -5.
Oh. You know, whatever. Thanks for that typo, Lacey.
You know what though? I was gonna let you go with it, Sandy, because you owned it, and you were just like,
I
go with it.
was.
I was like,
No,
but then
no.
internet guy here, he had to
No.
come
Right,
in and
internet
What's this,
guru here.
flex.
It doesn't
Oh.
say. See? It doesn't say anything.
Well, I'm waiting for it. Hurry up.
Will says, I love Tulsa. I spent quite a bit of time there. I work in oil and gas.
I remember that.
I
I
just moved
asked
here.
Will to come on the show
Sorry.
once, actually, to talk about that.
We need Lacey to come on if she's a meteorologist.
I
We need
told
her
her,
to come
but
on.
it doesn't help when you say things like that, and we're about to get off the air,
Well, she can come on the
and it's
next
2
one.
months before we come back.
That's fine.
I don't
We
got a
just-
memory that good.
we just put her
Sandy
at the top of the
definitely
list.
doesn't.
Don't you
Whoa,
have
whoa.
Remember that.
stuff?
Whoa,
yeah.
why do you attack my memory?
I'm not attacking you, sister. I'm just saying we're on the same length, you and I.
It's like Jody Aris. Explain recent. Define recent. It's her
What are we
court
talking
case.
about?
Jody Arias. I just hopped onto
What's that?
Nothing. Oh, you would know if you would have been on my show Saturday.
Oh,
I did watch.
I always thought her name was Jody Arias. Isn't that how they used to
Isn't
say
it
on the news?
Adios?
Adios.
The white people would say it on the news.
Love you
Oh,
too,
hey!
baby.
She said hi.
Hey, that's like that
That's what it
TikTok,
was.
like that ghost that appears.
Kids wanted to do an episode, guys, and I meant to talk with you like a week or two ago.
Well,
Speaking
Pero
of
se me
memory.
olvidó.
yeah.
Oh, look at this. Lacey's currently living outdoors, but once she gets a house, guys, she's got us. Thanks, Lacey.
Lacey, we have no judgment for you living outdoors. No judgment
It
whatsoever.
might be a little bit loud because of the cars going by,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Oh, she's
so
fine with that.
if
She
you
has a
just-
Mustang. That's her vehicle.
If you
She
just
loves...
pull a little way from the highway, I think you'll be fine.
Stop
And
that.
stay away from the creeks with the frogs and stuff like that, because those things that get a little loud too.
because we've had frogs on the show before. Y'all remember that?
Frogs? Really?
Well, what's Kaylee had crickets or something?
Yeah, she had frogs
Oh,
and
that's
crickets on
right.
the show. Remember? Yeah.
Oh, Will says he's way too serious to be on our show. He doesn't laugh enough.
Oh,
We
That's
need
okay.
people that are.
I need...
Oh, you have offended Lacey. She's never coming on the show.
Oh,
She's a challenger.
It's a challenger.
I said challenger. I said a dog challenger.
Oh, Lacey,
Dog.
he's
Shall we-
challenged. Lacey. That's,
Should we rewind?
I'd like to see you try.
we're going to edit that.
That looks so weird, Sandy. How'd you do that? I think you glitched at the right time, and it looked like
I glitched. Why?
you got to go back and watch
I was
it.
just
You
sitting
look
there
so
like-
crazy. It was so weird.
It always does. I never freeze cute. Never.
Check the tapes. Check the tapes. That's what she said.
All right, so here's what we need. A couple things, guys. I want to ask you. Oh,
Were
hold
we
on, hold on,
supposed to
hold on.
announce something? I thought we were
I
supposed to
know.
announce
I'm just
something.
remembering, so bear with me a minute here.
Oh.
There's a few things I want to go over, actually.
You have 10
All right,
minutes.
the first thing I want to mention is, so we're leaving this week. This is our last week for season 2. We may or may not return for season 3. We'll have to see what you tell us. Maybe. If you want us to return for season 3, we'd like to hear what you want to see next season. I will tell
Yeah.
you both. Someone has already reached out to me and told me what's one thing they would love to see for our season premiere. They said it would be great if we could reenact a Hot Ones episode and do our own version of that so that the three of us would eat some hot wings in various degrees of Scoville units going up and
While
see
you'll
how
ask
long
us
we could last. Huh?
While they ask us questions, while they interview us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
we would get someone, either the audience would do it, or maybe we'd ask someone from one of the other shows to come in, moderate, host it for us. Well, because I've seen hot ones. Some of them lose their dimension and forget where
and
they're
he's
at.
asking like the hardest questions ever.
I don't think they're hard. I think they're just really deep, and you had to think about it. And people are like,
questions.
I can't. If you guys,
I'm gonna tell you right now, I
ones,
lose. I'm just gonna lose right now.
I know you would. Sandy and I would probably be there in the middle.
I'd hang for a little bit, but
yeah.
once
but
it's,
I think it would be funny still. So, but that's what the people said. They want to see a hot ones. I like it. So if you guys want to see us do something like that for season 3, let us know, because
they should give us challenges. Yeah, give us.
I like it. I'm okay with challenges too. I don't know what they bring, but I think that's the fun of it.
But we won't do all of them.
And don't be challenging me to watch no dang movies, because I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna do it.
That brow was so disrespectful. She was so like, make sure you don't.
And don't challenge me to do more than 2% either, because that's not gonna happen either. Like if we have 10 wings,
basically,
I'm gonna eat 2
don't
wings.
Challenge us is what they're both saying. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna say go ahead and throw the challenge out there and tell us what you like. But also, if you want to see some different segments, different types of guests, whatever like that, just let us know. I'd like for us to kind of change season 3 a little bit and see what happens. I will let you all know, we've talked about it before, but we are going to bring a different type of a different type of episode within the new season, where instead of bringing a guest on to highlight the guest, we're going to bring up a topic and bring a guest on so that we can all talk about that and all answer a set of questions around the topic. Okay, so be on the lookout for that next season.
Yeah.
What else did I want? Sandy Talk Sheet is still going to continue on, so you'll have Sandy Talk Sheet. Strange Connection Show, they're going to be wrapping up their season, and they're going to go off for a little while. But fear not, we are working on some things to make sure that you all will have some people to see while we're gone. One of those people is going to be a lovely Renee, who's going to be talking about ghosts, wines, and spirits. And I think that'll be a kind of show that Sandy will really like. So
yeah, we've already planned. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to tell you. I'll forget it. Joe said, send us challenges, but don't challenge me.
It's basically, Joe's like, it's like with everything. I have a great idea, and then he'll come in and just knock it down. He's like a cat. Oh my gosh.
Joe the cat. Change that. Joe the cat.
So anyway, but we also have Suds Productions has another show that's going to be coming out soon. And I've got the hosts of that show coming on right now to tell you all a little bit more about it. So I can't do any of my really nifty sound effects, so I'm going to use Joe and Sandy to fill in for the clapping.
What do we need? Wait, let me look for it. I can find it.
Clapping, like they just won the Price is Right, and he says,
good
"Come
answer."
on down."
Okay, hold up.
We'll all have great things to watch while we're away. Oh, Sean doesn't want us to leave.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Here we go.
Joanne says need more ghost stories.
That's true. Oh, anyway, we'll come back to that in a little bit.
All right, I'm ready.
Did you see Joe already talking smack?
So I'm just saying, for next season, I want to bring back some food episodes again. I want to see ghosts and spirits too, but we might be able to be okay with Renee doing that. But I definitely want food. So, all right. Anyway, without further ado, I would like to introduce the host of the new show coming out, Made in North America, the Real Slim Kaylee and R Swizzle.
Hey,
everyone, welcome them to the show.
Hi.
Good evening, ladies. How are you doing?
Good.
Excellent. Let me change the feng shui of the show real quick. There we go.
The feng shui of the show.
So, you ladies have a show coming out very soon. And what is it called?
It's called Made in North America. So just a little context behind that. I'm Canadian and Kaylee's American. We're both made in North America.
And what is your show going to be about?
You want to take that?
Sure. So we're best friends. We're both PhD students at Texas Tech, and we want to just do a fun show as a creative outlet. And we're going to have on what we think are interesting guests, interesting topics. We'll cover an array of different topics. This is not a PG-13 show, so There'll be explicit language. There will also be, viewer discretion is advised. Probably not the best for little ones. But, because some of our discussions may be a little too mature, but we feel the need to talk about things that should probably be talked about more often.
Or they
And
may
of course,
be extra immature because that's fun too.
So can you tell everyone what are some of the upcoming episodes that you ladies are going to be talking about, just to kind of give them an idea?
So we're going to do... the first one's going to be about us, because why not?
it's us.
Our show.
Yeah, it's our show, and we're going to tell you about us, what we do, why we do what we do. We're going to have an episode on death. My sister is a funeral director, and so she's going to come on and talk to us about being a funeral director.
May or may not have a body involved.
Yeah, there may be bodies.
Hear that, Renee?
there. Sandy is there.
Right. What time should I tune in?
She's going to be like, what have been some of the circumstances that these bodies have shown up?
Right.
Yes.
We're going to have some episodes about the military. Going to have some small business talk. We're going to have animal rescue, a bunch of stuff. It's going to be like a variety hour. We're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about, basically.
Okay, that's cool.
Some of the topics.
So, and where can people go to watch you?
So we'll be streaming through our Facebook page, Made in North America. And we are currently working on a YouTube channel. We're going to try to stream through that. And of course, it'll be Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Texas time. So
The only time that matters.
Yeah. We have an Instagram, and I will figure out how to upload the IGTV stuff so we can try to maybe throw up some of the recorded sessions through that as well. So we're still learning.
We also have a Twitch account that I literally just made while we were sitting here.
Awesome.
So we're going to try and figure that out.
Yeah. So we also are not we. I put the link to your Facebook page in our comments. So all of you, if you want to go click on there now or later, so you can like the page and get the notifications for whenever they post anything or post up the videos when they go live. That'll be there. And so remind us again, you're going live on Tuesdays, you said?
Yeah, it's going to be every Tuesday. It's going to be every Tuesday, starting March 2nd. Hopefully, God help us. But assuming, we're always busy, but we're gonna hopefully that's gonna be our start date, and then every Tuesday.
Awesome.
I don't know how many episodes we're gonna do just yet, but we got a insane grand finale at the end. So
I love it. You already have the grand finale.
Yes.
It really is pretty insane, but yes.
Season finale is going to be very interesting. Yes.
But in order to get there, you guys, we're going to want to show up for episode 1 to get the full experience of it all. So
yeah,
it is definitely going to be an experience, y'all.
And you'll want to. This is a show too that you want to keep up with, because since we are teaching assistants, we are also going to give out homework for our viewers. And whoever's got the highest grade at the end of our season might just win a prize.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're willing to give some prizes. Maybe
come on then.
Yeah.
We'll see how many.
So the other cool dynamic for y'all's show is that unlike us, where we're all in our own homes, you guys are right there beside each other.
Right here, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, be careful. Y'all going to hit y'all's heads. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't happen
Watch
that
out.
way. So that's going to add that extra element that I think is going to be really fun to watch, because y'all can just turn to each other and punch each other in the face or something like that. So.
Weird.
Well, no, that's probably not going to end well for me. So.
So, do you, if people want to participate with you, should they just reach out to you, or is it going to be like when every episode comes out, people, you'll already have the people kind of scheduled for and things like that? Because I know, like on Sandy's show, she asked, if people are interested in talking about it or covering a specific topic to let her know.
Or threaten people.
Yeah, I mean,
we've reached out.
Yeah,
we've reached out before, asking our followers on some of our different platforms some topics that were interesting or things that they would like to tune into. A lot of it was mental health, which is also big for Rebecca and I. A lot of it was fitness. So, of course, we're not going to disappoint our viewers, and we'll go ahead and we'll try to dip into as much of that as possible.
We have a lot of good people that we know who are willing to help us. Like, I didn't even have to ask my sister twice. So it was just like,
I was like, there's an extra shadow coming around, Kaylee.
And we have a guest coming on right now.
Yeah. This is Omar.
Yeah. He's just an intern.
He's just an intern. Oh.
Go give me that coffee.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Thank you.
Where's my coffee?
Hold on.
Which one looks like it?
On Kaylee's side.
Oh, the dolls. The dolls, I think, is what they're talking about.
Bear with me here when I fix that up, bros.
Yeah, change it up.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. So then we will catch you ladies on March 2nd. That's a Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on your Facebook channel, Made in North America. We will see other social medias come out too, such as YouTube. And then maybe, Kaylee, you can throw your Instagram in there so that people can go follow you on there. It seems like that's probably where they can engage with y'all a little bit more about different topics and probably different questions that you're asking on there or something, right?
I posted all the links onto our Facebook page just now.
Okay, cool. So let me show this off, guys, because I am really loving what they built for their logo, and I want y'all to see this real quick because it is I won't say anything. I'll just say, just watch it, just look at it. It's very snazzy.
That's all Rebecca.
Oh, cute. I love it.
Isn't it though?
It's so cute.
It's pretty snazzy. I'm like, what? Yeah. She showed that to me the night she did it, and I was all like, Rebecca.
Yes, I love it.
The moose is my favorite.
The moose is pretty cute.
I love his little googly eyes.
Yeah.
I had to pick the one that looked the most frightened.
Because I'm sitting on your back.
There's an eagle on its back, and that's not good.
So that is their logo, and then there's their banner.
That's
cute.
Us.
I love it.
So
I
if you
just
guys
liked y'all's show.
It hasn't even started, and you already love us.
Yes.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to. So yeah, okay. Well then, excellent, ladies. I'm really happy to see y'all come on. So everyone else, go to their page, like them, make sure you engage with them, because while we're out, they're going to be one of the shows that kind of fill in and are going to start their own thing. So I know Joe, Sandy, and I were really excited. If you didn't know, that they are under the Suds umbrella, the Suds Productions umbrella, and so you will see them on many of the other shows, and maybe see some of us on their shows sometimes. But we're all family. The family's getting bigger, and we're okay with that. So I am excited to be working with both of you ladies in the future. Okay.
We're baby pineapples.
So anyway, we're going to let you two go, and then we're going to close out the show over here. But thank y'all for coming on tonight and announcing Made in North America, showing next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I can't wait
to see y'all. All right?
Awesome.
Have a good night, ladies.
Good night, ladies.
The roof,
Bye.
ladies. That's going to be fun.
It really is. Joe and I had a good preview last night.
We had a little preview of it last night, and it was epic. Yes.
Yeah.
How late did y'all stay up? The Hamill brothers were on. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm seriously. I think I said goodnight like 3 times.
It was like an old, it was like leaving the comida. It takes a while to get out last night. It was taking a while, So anyway, I don't know, but it was fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun to watch. But it's interesting, Joe's the piece that I take away too, because Joe was there last night Sunday. We were watching them laughing a lot and having a good time. But a lot of their topics that they're going to be talking about as jovial as they were last night, some of their topics will be, handling a more serious, mature tone. And so if that's, there's, like they mentioned, some of the mental health aspects will be some of their episodes. And I think that'll be really cool.
This right here is very serious, as this was brought up last night on last night's show.
Oh, Joe missed it last night.
And then Jamie.
What?
Jamie Pena said Joe Baker gave it to Sandy.
I have no idea where it's at.
He just held on to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen him. Anyways, so did y'all watch that football game the other night? It was that
they scored a lot of field goals.
That one team that did
a lot of 3-pointers.
3-pointers.
Yeah, and they got a hole in one.
And then they got hit with the hockey stick.
Right, it was crazy.
Down from there.
It was downhill after that. I saw someone, they had a video of it was in Texas, of a truck, and they're like, what's the sport in the Olympics where is it cuddle or
curling?
Where they curling?
No, Sandy.
They're like, someone's playing curling with their F-150, and this truck is just sliding, and it's bad. But it was like, oh gosh, why'd y'all say it like that? Now you'll make it funny. When you take a bad situation and you make it funny, you're like, stop! I don't want it to be funny. It's serious.
Oh, I need to ask Gabs a question anyway, so it needs to be. We'll have to take this offline. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick.
Good night, Ron. Thanks for joining us.
Love you, man.
Thanks, Mr. Daywalker.
Oh, that was the other thing, guys. Okay, real quick, Rodimus, before you leave, though.
He's already clicked out.
Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, is the last crossover episode for season 2 of the Social and Distancing Show. So tomorrow night, Sandy won't be here.
Sadly, I won't?
No. It'll just be the fellas. So it'll just be Joe, myself,
the 2 dudes,
finding this out,
and Trey.
3 dudes. The 3 dudes.
DJ Sound Effects will be on, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we don't get to talk about with Sandy's here because she doesn't like anime. She doesn't like video games.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't give it a chance.
It's like veggies for me.
Right. Just don't give them a chance.
If we were going to have a veggie episode, we'd just invite Joe, and it would just be Sandy and I. So, But, so tomorrow night, we are just going to have the guys hanging around. I think we talked about getting some pizza maybe or something. And then we're going to just talk about all the stuff that we want to talk about as guys. And
dude questions.
And I'm going to
go how to rebuild a Ford engine. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to be all ears on that one. But you're right. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Go, Joe.
Grr.
So I think we've decided that we're going to do the ladies of Suds is March the 1st.
Oh, okay.
I'm
when you say it that way, Sandy, it sounds like a... Never mind.
Like what? Like a Woman of the Night thing?
That's what...
Is that what you're
I was thinking more of a calendar of some kind, or I don't know. And I was just like, what?
So what time is that one going to be broadcasting?
Look, don't be asking me all these questions. I think I just saw that in passing. I think they said March 1st. I could be wrong.
Oh, so what's cool about that is March
Gabs,
1st.
Jump in here anytime.
Anytime, Gabs, anytime. So that would mean that technically that would be Sandy, Carrie if she's available, Gabs,
Renee,
Kaylee, and Rebecca.
Is that 6 of us?
That's 6 of y'all.
Whoa.
Man, we're outnumbered.
Yeah.
2-1. That's
not
crazy.
good.
Oh well, that's okay.
Look at this, like
What?
ladies, like a
Like a
ladies'
ladies'.
phone party.
Stephanie knows about that. I
We
was there that
know.
night. She yeah.
We
It
know
was
all about
crazy.
So
phone parties.
Rodimus said must see TV for the guys show tomorrow.
No, I think he
Yes.
meant that for the ladies.
Come on,
That
Sandy.
probably
Sandy,
sounds
come
a little
on.
bit more right. Yeah.
Oh, I was right.
Oh, there.
March
Okay.
1st.
9 p.m. Central Standard Time. All
And
right.
we're going to talk about things like
Doilies,
doilies
And-
and
The heck's a doily?
crocheting
crocheting, and knitting,
Como que
and
crochet?
knitting and sewing
and cooking,
and cooking,
Oh, and dishwashing and
husband
laundry,
etiquette,
yeah, sweeping,
laundry,
Yep.
and
child rearing.
child
Yes.
rearing. Yes.
Yeah.
how to take
birthing.
care of those child rearing hips,
Right. Accessories.
accessories.
Mhm.
Underbed accessories. Y'all remember that?
Decorating.
I'm sure we'll throw in a Tiger King reference
Or 3.
or 3. A Titanic, Noah Gabs.
So fun things to be on the watch out for. But and then also we have for our final guest this season.
Oh wait, and men pain in the asses.
Tell that-
I was just reading the comment. She just threw that out there.
Dolores says she's not cooking for Sandy and Gabby. Oh,
Oh,
that would be
why
cool if y'all
not?
all showed up at the house
Why aren't
together.
you cooking, Dolores? That's kind of
She's wanted to be invited. Oh, I think she feels left out.
Oh,
That's okay. Next time they'll get you. So
Okay,
for
we can
our
do this now.
last episode of the season, we have Rashad Taylor, who's going to be here on Wednesday night, guys. And get this, he is a photographer up here in my neck of the woods, and his art, his photography is very, very. What would you say, Joe? I want to say beautiful, but that doesn't really quite capture it, honestly, in my mind.
It's
But
captivating.
very nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Very good.
And so he recently got an award, and he was featured in National Geographic also.
Man, that's
So,
awesome.
It really is. That's an accomplishment. So
Yeah.
we're going to have him come on. He's going to talk about that and talk about his photography, his life. And hopefully you guys will get some enjoyment out of that. Okay?
Perfect.
I
all
can't
right.
wait to see all of the stuff. So Momager said no, not discussing cooking. She
Oh,
thinks I don't cook.
look, she knows how to order a mean. Sorry, Sandy. I
Can't
couldn't
order
do it.
anything
I
in
don't even
Pflugerville. I
know.
can't order anything in Pflugerville.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So check this out.
Oh, tell us.
The police officer came and knocked at my door.
Did he ask
Today.
you for a statement?
Yes,
He asked you
And
to be
so-
a witness? Can I get a
Yes.
witness?
he did. And so I was like throwing everybody under the bus. I'm like, look, officer, here I was sitting at my seat. Okay. And then he said,
Oh, he's going to
"Well,
ask for a
did y'all-
copy of the show,
he
isn't
said,
he?
did y'all see anything? And I said, no, we didn't. But so-and-so across the street told me Saturday that they think it was so-and-so and so-and-so. Eric was just like, are you really telling everybody? I said, yes, I
Oh
sure
my
am."
gosh, Sandy.
I said, police officer are my friends. I will be telling them everything. I was like, you want to come in, officer? We have some ribs ready to go.
Extra crispy. Just came out of the air fryer.
Right, air fried ribs. But anyway, so
I
it's still
remember-
an ongoing investigation.
Oh wow.
Okay.
How about
So
it?
you reminded me what that other thing was that I was forgetting to tell you about when I was talking about the weekend. I'm not going to go into detail, but let me just tell you this real quick, guys. Have you ever been in a situation where your whole family's identity has been stolen?
Oh
They
no.
trust me, they'll want to give us ours back.
I didn't even know like the rest.
What?
Your whole family?
Yeah.
I just saw on TikTok where this
Irma-
lady's identity has been stolen, and the crazy coincidence is the lady went into her store using her own ID. So they bought some time, and she was able to call the cops and get them arrested. Maybe you should be a hero and do that for your family.
Yeah, what are you doing, Mr. Pineapples, to fix this?
So the first thing, I mean, there's a lot yet to do, and I'll be honest. My wife was taking care of a ton of this because it happened under an account that she saw. And you know, guys, you change
And
your
you're trying to buy
passwords
a
and you do all
house.
this stuff.
I know. I was going to say that's like the worst thing ever. You a lie. You opened up that cable and your daughter's name didn't.
So let me tell you like this: they got access to our tax account.
To your tax account.
Yeah,
It's
like the TurboTax online where you do your
it's
taxes.
like, oh snap!
And then what happened?
They better pay
It's
it.
still in it. We're still in it.
So did someone try to claim your children?
No, I mean they have our social security numbers, our addresses, our
The TurboTax
everything.
get breached.
No,
Whoa,
they got our account.
You
in
gonna get
TurboTax.
paid.
Anyway.
Yes, they TurboTaxed it.
Anyway, my point is you guys just go out and protect yourselves. Make sure you change your passwords. Get off of that one password for everything. Google has a nice little thing in there where it'll suggest strong passwords for you. Use it, and then if you use your phone, all the password is across your devices. All I'm saying is, guys, don't wait for it to happen. Just take care of it before it happens. So, anyway.
Yes, I'm going to interview you next episode.
I'm glad y'all can make a humor out of
Listen, they tried to book plane tickets to Peru, and I was like, "How do y'all not go arrest them? Like, you know who they have to have an ID to climb the plane. Arrest them right now."
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "That's not how it works."
You're like, "That's not what. That's on Law and Order. That's exactly how it works."
Right.
I mean,
they solve everything in an hour, and you guys are taking months or years.
There's the money to cover you.
That's not going to help me, John.
Okay,
but I appreciate it.
Yeah,
but thank you for that.
All right. So as usual, everyone. Oh.
Remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
And don't be stealing people's credit.
Yeah.
Good night.
Stay off of that.
People.
It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?